Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday. Rethink Madness Moments. How y'all doing today? Let's invite some friends in. Invite some friends in. Good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you may be. So glad to see you. Glad to have you in the room. Hey, y'all. Hey. How y'all doing? Let's see. What else can I do? Let's try this. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to. Guess I'm gonna have to do. All right, y'all. So y'all know how we do it. It's Tuesday, and this is Rethink Madness Moments, and I'm your host. Coach Tanisha Carroll. Coach Tanisha Carroll in the room. Let me see if I can share this. So glad to have you guys. I hope that everyone is doing well on this Thanksgiving week. Look at God. We have made it to Thanksgiving in 2022. Anybody grateful? Anybody grateful? Thank you. There we go. All right. So listen, I am your host. I am your coach, Tanisha Carroll, and I coach moms of tween daughters, ages 8 to 12, how to navigate their relationship with humility and grace, to resolve conflict, overcome communication disparity, lack of understanding of their individual collective assignment, and to rethink madness using music therapy, biblical principles, and clarity to get you on assignment. How many of you need some clarity in your life? Well, this week we first of all, do y'all know that I am weekly in Clubhouse in the Confident Woman Incubator Clubhouse with Coach Doreen Let's Read, and every Monday at 7 p.m. And that's where we have our Mommy and Me on Assignment conversation. Tuesdays, we do a recap of that conversation. But let me tell you, you're not getting all of it. So come on over to Clubhouse. Raise your hand if you have Clubhouse on your phone. I know it's a lot. I know it can seem overwhelming. But go into Clubhouse. Follow me at Tanisha C. That's Tanisha with the Y. Tanisha C. And then you'll know whenever I'm in the room, and I'm there every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, okay? And then I come over here on Tuesdays at noon Eastern to talk about it a little bit more, just to give you the highlights, all right? So this week, guess what our song is this week, y'all? You know, we're all about using music to help us in our relationship with our twin daughters. So the song we have this week is called Crazy. Is Thanksgiving week crazy for y'all? Like you're at work and you're trying to get things ready for whatever you have to cook. Maybe your family is coming into town, or maybe you're traveling. Does it get crazy? Y'all, crazy, it made me think of the fact that we are here to rethink madness, because crazy, it reminds me of the word madness. And madness, I looked up the definition of the word madness, and madness is not only an act or like a state of being, but it can also be a verb. It's also a behavior. Do y'all know that madness can be a behavior that is dangerous or foolish? And isn't that what you think of when you think of crazy? You think of dangerous things, foolish things when you're like out of your mind. So this song, Crazy by CeeLo Green, aka Gnarls Barkley, it is a really interesting song because the lyrics really talk about, I'm thinking about these things. Does that make me crazy? Well, when you do those things, do you think you're crazy? And so I want y'all to know that it's not that you're crazy. It's that you have to rethink madness. And here in Mommy and Me on Assignment, when we say madness, we're not talking about the chaos, the anger, the dangerous activities. We are saying motivating accountability with determination to avoid distractions with necessity to achieve eternal success and satisfaction. And so if you are trying to achieve eternal success and satisfaction, you're going to have to rethink the way that you normally would do things. And so last night when we were in the room, we really talked about the fact that sometimes when it comes to Thanksgiving or the holidays, any of the holidays, there's also sometimes that we're doing things that we really don't want to do. We're doing things we really don't want to do. Communication can be off. Communication can be a challenge, and conflicts can run high, but communication can run low, and understanding can be at a minimum. And so in order to rethink the madness of all those things, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to go and grab your affirmative anthem. Grab the one you've been using and the one that you have been rehearsing all these months that we've been talking about, affirmative anthem. Go grab your anthem. Grab your anthem and play it. Play it in the morning when you get up. Play it at night before you go to bed. Let it remind you of who you are, of what your goal is, what your purpose is. Okay? And then I want you to go and choose a affirmative anthem for the holidays. What she say? What she say? Choose something specific for this season. Something that is going to, it doesn't have to have words. That's the wonderful thing about an affirmative anthem is it doesn't have to have words. One of the things we talk about here when it comes to music therapy is how instruments can have a particular influence. We've talked a lot about strings and how strings can really settle you, but also open your mind up to help you to gain understanding. Well, when it comes to horns, like saxophone, trumpet, trombone, even other wind instruments like clarinet, okay, those things are going to add that pep. You have songs, they give you that lighthearted feeling. They give you that feeling of excitement. And so you can find some jazz, some classical, instrumental music that is going to build the atmosphere that you want for your time with your family, your holiday time. So maybe it's not your house. And you're like, well, how can I use this when it's not my house? Do you have a speaker? Does someone at the place where you're going have a speaker? Y'all see my speaker back there? Y'all see my speaker? I use my speaker, and we use it often. We use it when we're playing games. We use it when when I'm pulling everybody together in the kitchen to cook together. We use it. And so create a playlist. It could be a YouTube playlist. It could be on whatever app you use to like a Tidal or Apple Music or what have you. Use that. Okay. So use your anthem. I think that utilizing this and creating a playlist where you add that anthem in every couple of hours, maybe every 2 hours, maybe every hour, you let it play. And people be like, didn't we hear this song already? Yep. It's a resetting. Remember, the anthem is a resetting. And so during this time of Thanksgiving, of holidays, where you may be enduring some things that you may not necessarily want to endure, but you may be doing them because, oh, this is family, this is how it's always been done. I want you to consider, rethink that, because it's about you too. So find the balance there and utilize that anthem to help create moments where conversation is easier, where conflict is at a minimum, and you can choose differently. You get to choose differently. You get to make a new choice. You get to make a different choice, because this is not just the family's holiday. This is your holiday too. This is your time to give thanks and to be grateful. And so if you want to learn a little bit more about that, one, why don't you inbox me here, and I would love to have a conversation with you about you and your tween relationship, because it's all about humility and grace. Also, go over to Clubhouse and listen to the replay. You will not regret it. It was such a blessing. We had a great conversation last night. And also, I want to invite you, moms, to something that's really, really special, and it is called the Bait of Satan book study. So I'm inviting all the moms in, because how many of you need to deal with some forgiveness in your life? How many of you are offended by people and have some situations that you need to address? Well, the book, The Bait of Satan, is that book. And I will be hosting a book study starting December 1st. It's a Thursday night, every Thursday at 8 p.m. And if you want to sign up, the link is in the comments. Go ahead and sign up so that you can be a part of this, okay? Again, I am Tanisha Carroll, your assignment coach and music therapy expert, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye.